Good day, I'm Stephen McHugh and this is your JIS News for Friday, December 23. Government has made it easier for small and medium-sized enterprise SME businesses to access loans which are guaranteed by the Development Bank of Jamaica (DBJ) and issued by deposit-taking institutions. In 2009, government established the Credit Enhancement Fund (CEF), under which SMEs can access credit by securing loans using non-traditional collateral. Following recent recommendations from the Economic Growth Council, the Bank of Jamaica has reduced its risk weighting for loans backed by the DBJ under the CEF. The policy change will give SMEs access to $2.4 billion in loan funds. Minister of Finance and the Public Service Audley Shaw says the decision is consistent with government's commitment to a robust economic growth program.
Improving SMEs' access to finance and finding solutions to tap sources of capital are crucial elements to enable this potentially dynamic sector to grow and provide needed jobs and financial stability for Jamaicans.
Minister Shaw was addressing a press conference at his ministry on Wednesday. He urged persons to leave the informal economy so that they can take advantage of this and other such opportunities.
Enter the formal economy, write a business plan, and have a good business idea with a good strategy, and you'll get money at 5 and 6%. That's the target. That is the thinking. That is part of the 5 and 4 strategy.
Transport and Mining Minister Mike Henry says government is seeking to sign strategic air services agreements with 5 African countries. He says talks have already begun with Kenya and South Africa with a view to establishing direct flights to Jamaica from these countries. The minister says this thrust will enable travelers from the Asian and African continents to fly directly to the southern part of the world without an in-transit visa.
The outreach that I have here relates therefore to the open skies by flying people from the Far East across the African continent into Jamaica. Jamaica being the centrally located hub then that distributes them across the globe, both here and backwards. Because, as I said, everyone who lives in those countries, in Japan, all need an in-transit visa to mobilize. It's therefore important that we sign the air services agreement with the countries that make that linkage grow.
Minister Henry was speaking recently at the signing of an air services agreement between Jamaica and Canada. The pediatric unit at the Black River Hospital in St. Elizabeth has been refurbished to make it a certified baby-friendly institution. A lounge for mothers was added and equipped with new beds, chairs, and a refrigerator. An arterial blood gas analyzer, which measures the oxygen and carbon dioxide levels in babies and children, was also provided. The project was funded by a $4 million donation from the Sagicor Foundation. Minister of Health, Dr. Christopher Tufton, has commended Sagicor for the donation, which came from the proceeds of the institution's Sigma corporate run held earlier this year. It also financed new directional signage erected on the grounds of the hospital. A new $500,000 water filtration system is expected to enhance the Scientific Research Council SRC's capacity to produce more disease-free planting material for selected food crops. The system was provided by the Caribbean Agricultural Research and Development Institute under the EU-funded Agricultural Policy Program. It will be used in the SRC's plant tissue culture unit to produce a higher volume of clean planting material, especially for root and tuber crops such as sweet potato, cassava, yam, and dasheen.
Because no planting materials coming from the SRC tissue culture lab should have any form of harmful microbes, because we are producing clean planting materials. And one of the reasons why we've moved into other partnerships to ensure that we can effectively screen our planting materials, so when we hand it to the farmers, they can't say that they got dirty plants and introduce them to their fields.
SRC's executive director says the new equipment will also save the council money it would otherwise have to pay for purchasing water. And finally, $49 million will be spent to rehabilitate the Browns Hall Primary School in St. Catherine. The scope of work includes rehabilitation of the roof and bathrooms, electrical upgrade, construction of a kitchen and multipurpose court, and erection of a chain-link perimeter fence. At the contract signing and groundbreaking on Tuesday, Member of Parliament for West Central St. Catherine, Dr. Christopher Tufton, urged the community to assist with the care of the institution.
When the project is completed, the onus is going to be on us in the community to make sure it is protected and that it serves the purpose for which it was constructed. That is to educate our children, for them to get the best possible exposure so that they can grow up and become citizens in our society, in our community, and in our country, and can integrate themselves. That's a very important lesson.
The project is being managed by the Jamaica Social Investment Fund, with completion slated for February next year. Funding is from the Caribbean Development Bank. And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Stephen McHugh. Thanks for watching.